So I know I've not done a video in a very long time about business analysis, but business analysis is still very, very important. For those of you joining for the first time, you're wondering what is business analysis? So business analysis is where you go into an organization as a business analyst and you work side by side the stakeholders in that organization. So a stakeholder is somebody who is impacted by a project or is interested in a project. A project is a defined start and end time, an endeavor, a temporary endeavor that will end one day. That's what a project is. And this business analyst works with the stakeholders in the business to fashion out solutions or to solve problems or to create opportunities within that organization. Now, the business analyst does this through a variety of skills. One of the skills is what is the problem that you're looking to solve? What is the problem? So the business analyst will work with the stakeholders, right? Now, the stakeholders could be end users, that's the people that are going to use the product or service. The stakeholders could be the heads of departments, whether it's the operations team, the sales team, the marketing team, the operations team, the customer service team, the manufacturing team, the IT team, the finance team, the risk team. You get the picture. Any team, but not just the team leaders or the team heads, but even the people that are using the products. So, what does the business analyst do? The business analyst goes to them and says, what problems are you experiencing? Can you show me? So if the business analyst is working side by side and seeing them do what they're complaining about or what they would like to see done better, then that is called shadowing, that the business analyst shadows the person. The business analyst can also get them to all be in a room to discuss what problems that they are seeing. That is brainstorming through workshops. So the business analyst has so many things. Sometimes it's document sampling, where you don't even see anyone, but they send you documents and you review the documents and you are able to get out what the problems in are in there. Now, the business analyst does five things. The first thing the business analyst does is to elicit information. Elicit means to fetch. Elicit means to get. So you want to get information. So who are you getting the information from? The stakeholders. Like I said, the stakeholders. You're getting the information from the stakeholders. So when you get this information from the stakeholders, you need to do what is called an analysis. You need to analyze the information that you've gotten from the stakeholders. So you're analyzing it by breaking it into huge chunks of work, into smaller, manageable chunks of work. You're also analyzing it by grouping it, right? So, because not all the work that you need to do will be the same level. So some needs to be done quicker than others. Some can wait, right? I'll do that in a separate video, but you analyze it. Once you analyze it, it's clearly understood. Then what you do is you document it. So you document what you've analyzed. Remember, you elicit it first, then you analyze it, then you document it. You can document it using different types of tools. You can document it using user stories. You can document it using requirements. It depends on whether it's an agile or waterfall project, but I'll go into that in a different video. So once you've documented it, you have to pass that document. It won't be a physical document these days. Most likely you're going to email it or put it in a SharePoint location for the stakeholders to view it. Now, you may need to do a workshop to show them what you've documented so they can see it and talk them through it, right? Or you can send it to them and they can just decide to sign it off, which means to approve that what you've written is what they've requested. Or they may have questions, or they may have comments, or they may have suggestions for amendment, or they may even say what you wrote was not what they said. Either way, you take it in good faith, you update the document as required. Once you've done the documentation and you've sent it to them, then what I'm just describing is the validation. So they have to validate it. So they're validating that what you've done. Sometimes it might be 1 or 2 iterations of back and forth. But once they've validated it, then they will give you the approval. Once they've given you the approval, if it's a technology-enabled project, meaning you need to do some coding, you need to do some system administration, maybe it's for a database upgrade, maybe it's for changing the color or the font of a website, or some other kind of development work that is needed, right? Then you have to manage to expectations. So how do you manage to expectations? You work with developers, you work with system administrators, you work with technical specialists. So as a BA, I'd be expected to know some of these things that they are talking about so that you can speak the same language as them. So you are the translator, you are the interpreter between the business and technology. But you're not only interested in technology solutions, is how those technology solutions is going to benefit the business. So is the business saving time? Is the business making money? Is this business saving money? Is the business expanding? So why is the business doing this project? Why is the business doing this role? Why is the business saying they need to get this changed? Those are the questions you need to ask. You need to ask the stakeholders to explain to you why they need to do it, because it will help you to write better requirements. What are requirements? Requirements are a state of need. They describe the solution. They describe the need, not the solution. They describe the need. They describe what is required. So, for example, if you go to a website now and you want to log into that website, say Amazon.com for an example, a requirement is that you can't buy anything from Amazon if you don't have an account. So that's a requirement. The requirement is that the user must have an account. The requirement is that the user must have an account where the user selects a username of their choice and a password of their choice. Now, within that requirement, to tell you that the username has to be an email address, or the username has to be a minimum of 6 characters, mixture of letters and figures. That could be the requirement. The password has to have a capital letter, has to have a special character, and it cannot be anything less than 8 characters, mixture of letters and alphabets. That's another requirement. The user cannot use American Express card to pay. The user cannot use any card apart from MasterCard and Visa. That could be another requirement. The user cannot use credit cards, only debit cards. That could be another requirement. The user can have a maximum of 10 things in the basket when they are trying to pay. That could be another requirement. The user could have the option to pay by Klarna. That could be another requirement. So you gather all those requirements, you elicit them, you analyze them, you document them, you validate them, and then you manage to successful delivery. So I'll leave this one here. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to add more value in the business analysis space, and I'll see you in the next one.